thank you guys for 80 subscribers already. Like, literally the count went up so fast. I didn't even think I was gonna go up that quick, but appreciate you guys for hitting that subscribe button. And literally in my last video I was thanking you guys for the 50 subscribers that we had, and now we're at 80, so we're definitely moving. You know, we move. We move! but yeah guys, today's video, by the title of this video, you guys already know what it'll be about. So what the hell? some bird just landed on Olivia. See, look, it's right there. What the fuck? Jesus. Alright, so what the hell? What the hell are that? But yeah guys, the top 5 things of what I hate about this car. Don't really hate her, you know, it's just minor annoyances, I guess you could say. But yeah, the first thing being the lowering kit on this car. And this car came equipped with Ford Racing coilovers, which obviously makes the car look really low. Could literally just fit one finger between the tire and the fender. And obviously a car that's low looks good in my opinion, but in my case, and in the sake of like where I live, there's like a lot of potholes and the roads are somewhat messed up here and there, and there's like so many dips, so I have to like drive slow constantly just so I don't scrape, like, you know, the front lip of the car. But then again, obviously that's always changeable and you can always buy a new one. But in my case, it's like all these expenses, like just trying to Jesus, I'm keep on looking up because these birds are like literally just roaming around like if they're gonna attack someone. But yeah guys, so number 2 of what I hate about this car, it doesn't necessarily reflect on the car. Well, I guess it does, but it's more of like the general, let me just tell you guys, it's out of state bought, so that's number 2. And buying a car out of state is definitely a process that you have to go through, because you have to, you know, register the car within your state, go through a vehicle inspection. And I don't know if it's the same for every state, you know, every state is different, and obviously there's more requirements or something, but I don't know. But in my case, once again, I had to go through that process, and it took like a month just to get everything situated. And yeah, in the end, it's definitely worth it, but you know, it's definitely a hassle buying a car out of state. But again, if it's your dream car, man, go for it. And again, I got this car in North Carolina, and I'm originally from Kansas, so I had the car delivered to me. So I had to go through that process, just like anyone, I guess, who buys a car out of state. So I'm pretty sure it's a similar process. But yeah. And yeah, I guess that's another thing that I hate. Again, hate. So yeah. So number 2 is... oh shit, I guess that was number 2. What the fuck? So number 3 is the transmission on this car. For those who don't know, this car is a 6-speed manual, and these cars come equipped with the MT82 transmission. And I've read a ton of reviews about this transmission, good and bad. And you know, it's like a 50-50 out there. I guess it's more based on how you treat the car. Obviously, if you beat on the car every single day, and like if you race the car every single day and all that, you know, all that shit, you go like, obviously that's gonna ruin a transmission. It can cause some problems in the long run. But you know, I'm really taking care of this car as much as I can, like I said before. And you know, I guess it's another annoyance that I have about this car. And yeah, like, let me show you guys. As you guys can see there, 6-speed manual, and it is a short throw shifter. So yeah, and I'm definitely getting used to, like, you know, all the shifting and stuff. So, and I don't know if it's because of my crusty my crusty shifting, which I do kind of shift because I'm still learning how to drive manual, and it's been like I think it's been like a year already. But yeah, like my first ever manual car was actually my buddy's car, which is a 2014, the black one, as you guys seen in the previous videos. Yeah, he actually taught me how to drive manual, which is like literally like a cool experience, you know, driving in your dream car with, like, and on top of that being a manual. Like, that's literally what I like dreamed about. So yeah, shout out to him. to Crispy Fitness. He has his own YouTube channel. He does fitness videos, so go check him out. I'm definitely learning, every single day and getting better at shifting. So again, the MT82 has its ups and downs. But yeah, if you guys treat the car like a queen, she's gonna respond to you really good. So yeah, let's get on to number 4. So number 4 is how this car didn't come with the GT emblem, which I really wish it did come with the GT emblem that goes on the back. If you guys don't know, let me show you guys a picture right now. But yeah, as you guys can see there, that center GT that says GT that goes on the rear panel area, I just feel like that gives the car a classic look in a way. But don't get me wrong, what it has right now, it doesn't have nothing. It's just full with carbon fiber as well as the spoiler, which obviously gives it a good look in my opinion. And again, you can always just buy one and put it on yourself. But again, I guess I kind of wish it came with that, because it gives it a more muscle car look. You guys already know I can't hate on this car. It looks good how it came. But yeah. Alright guys, so we're moving on to number 5, the final one, which is the interior of this car. And as you guys can tell, it's a pretty basic interior, and obviously there's plenty of things that you could do to the interior to make it look completely different. But specifically what I hate is how the blind spot of these cars, as you guys could see there, especially like when I'm backing up and stuff, like I literally have to like really do that just to just so I can see what's behind me and shit. But but yeah, it's definitely the blind spot. And Camaros, I feel bad for Camaros. Camaro owners definitely have it harder to see. Their blind spot is pretty tough. I've seen the insides of some, and as well as I've heard like a lot of people talk about it. But don't get me wrong, no disrespect to Camaro owners. Camaros are also beautiful. Like any car is beautiful in general, and if a car looks good and it sounds good, I'm gonna like it. So yeah. So another thing of what I hate about the interior is this thing. So it's the cup holders. I don't know why Ford designed it this way, but don't get me wrong, I mean the car looks good and all that, like I said, but I wish these cup holders were either a little bit more back, or even if they had like cup holders back here, it'd be way better. Because when I'm shifting, and if the cup is like a good sized cup, like a large or something, or if you go to Sonic and it's like a Route 44, that shit's like up to here, I literally have to shift either like this, like my whole ass arm around it like that, or like this, or even like this. Like it's just, I don't know, it's just the design of this like placement of the cup holders. That's also like what I've hate about this interior. But for the sake of the video, it's what I hate, right? Hate. So yeah guys, that's basically the top 5 things that I hate about this car. But yeah, so right now I'm probably going to change my mom's oil, because she is due for an oil change, and I really want to help her out in doing that. That's the least that I can do. Subscribe if you want more videos, and yeah, I definitely want to keep on trying out this YouTube thing and see what happens down the road, because I'm seeing those subscribe counts go up, and it's honestly motivating me more to make videos for you guys, just to enjoy in general. I guess just trying to record like a positive, friendly, just positive vibes all around, man. That's that's what it's about. So yeah, keep on enjoying the video if you want. Alright guys, so this is basically me showing you guys how I change my mom's oil, but then again it goes for any car in general. But first you'll need an oil drain pan, as you guys can see in the far left there, a pair of gloves to not get dirty as much, an oil filter wrench, and then obviously you'll need the oil and oil filter. As you guys can see there, we're using Mobil 1 high mileage, because my mom does have high miles on her car, and she usually uses the Tough Guard filter most of the time. So yeah, and for sure you'll need the ratchet and socket. As you guys could see there, we're using a 13mm socket for this case, but it varies from car to car, so you definitely need to check out your owner's manual or something. But yeah, first you'll need to remove the oil cap first, just so you can let the oil flow more like smoother and freely, I guess you could say. And then, but yeah, so you slide the oil drain pan underneath the car. Obviously, to do this job you can use a jack or just ramps, but in my case I used like a side curb just so I had enough room to do this job. But yeah, to locate the oil pan assembly, it's usually next to the oil filter, as you guys saw there. And this is me basically already loosening it up, the oil drain plug with the 13mm socket. So I'm already loosening it up by hand now. And yeah, it should pour out pretty smooth right now. And as you guys could see there, the oil is pretty black, which is not good for the car. But thankfully I was here for the weekend to help out my mom with that. So yeah, and after that, you know, obviously we have the oil cap open just so it can pour out how it did. And yeah, that's me basically tightening everything up again, just once the oil is already drained and righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, you guys already know. But yeah, once you get that tightened, you move on to the oil filter, which is right there, the orange one. You loosen that up with the oil filter wrench, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey once again. And then when you get this out, you kind of have to be careful because it does pour out pretty quickly, and it can turn out to be a mess. But but it wasn't a mess in this case, not that much. But yeah, after that you use the new oil filter. As you guys could see here, you pour the new oil inside the filter in most cases, but the oil filter is either upright or sideways, and you can't really pour oil all the time. But in this case it was upright for my mom's car, so we poured new oil inside the filter and around the gasket just so it can keep the engine from running dry and all that. But yeah, once you get that tightened up, you pour the new oil using this oil funnel. And yeah, I usually pour it sideways like that just so it can pour out like smoother. And yeah, once you pour new oil, you start up the car for a couple minutes just so you can let the oil, you know, circulate and all that. And then after that, you check the oil level on the oil dipstick, and if it's at a good level, then that means you completed this job. Yeah guys, it was a mission success, and it was just me basically going over with you guys, changing my mom's oil and all that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and you know, keep on subscribing, liking, commenting, all that good stuff. Appreciate you guys once again, and we'll see you guys in the next video.